Welcome back to the Battlefield. Tron here, and we have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing some more Esper Affinity. I thought I'd take it through a couple matches and see how it goes. This list is a little bit different. I saw this in a 5-0 deck dump. This person is running 2 Navigator's Compass, which I thought was really spicy because yes, it gains life, but it also does the mana fixing as well. Kerblinksy, probably a week ago now, was running a Esper, I guess you'd call it more Glint Blade, was running the Gates build instead of the Affinity list, instead of the Affinity lands. And he was running a Raven's Crime on top as well for that extra mana sink, which I thought was pretty good. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward Affinity list. It's running the Refurbished Familiars, it's running some Blood Fountains, Grim Baubles and stuff to activate. And it has the Mirror Enforcers, which has been pretty good. And then on top of that, it's just running that classic Glinthawk, Core Skyfisher, Crygen Relic package, which I don't like to leave home without. As you know, if you do like to watch this channel, probably every deck I play runs Core Skyfisher at least. It does run the Miser Suffocating Fumes, which has come up, which is great. And then over here in the sideboard, it's a pretty stock standard list as well. My curiosity though is I'm keen to play against Burn because my first look at this is like, okay, they have 2 Navigator's Compass in this list, which is great, like I said, for the mana fixing and gaining life, but it's running 3 Elemental Blasts and 2 Negate. So I'm thinking, how will this fare against a lot of the Burn decks with less life gain? There's been some discussion about maybe running Rest of the Wary or something like that to actually just get a butt ton of life, so then you can actually survive enough to get to this mid-late game where this deck really flourishes with the Crygen Relic and Thoughtcast and bouncing and drawing cards from turning creatures from the graveyard. So I'm curious to know how well these actually work in these aggro matchups. Besides that, just having Thraben Charms, exile graveyards, kill creatures, as well as these Dust to Dust to handle the other Affinity matchups is going to be pretty good. So let's take this through a couple matches and see how it goes. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot, and I'll see you in the first match. Right, this hand is pretty good. We'll keep this, I believe. Yeah, we're able to play a Refurbished Familiar pretty quickly. The choice is we can kind of go Misvault into Bridge, but then we don't have White Source for a little while. Okay, we're playing against like the Spike combo list. I've seen some elf lists from this as well. Mountain. Interesting stuff. Okie doke. I mean, now we've got that. Let's do the Misvault Bridge, and then we can go Refurbished Familiar, and then on turn 2, and then play Glinthawk, because then we have a lot of mana. Alright, we're playing against something. Okie doke. What does this mean? What does this mean? Well, we're not going to deviate from our game plan anyway. Let's just play an Ancient Den and a Refurbished Familiar, and then next turn we'll just play a tapped artifact land, and then we'll play Glinthawk and Refurbished Familiar again. And then we'll play Mirror Force or Thoughtcast. So this card is just a dual land, okay. What's this? Okay, a Jewel Thief. Well, at least our stuff kind of just combats it pretty well. It's interesting because this is actually kind of good because we can attack with a Refurbished Familiar, but we're going to remove a bunch of cards from them, so I definitely feel like we can take over this, and our Mirror Force can just deal with these Jewel Thieves anyway. It's a very bizarre choice, this Sky Shaper. Let's see what they have going on over there. Alright, so there's no point really attacking just now, but we can take over the board pretty quickly. So let's just play a tap land, we'll play the Glinthawk, and then we'll play the Refurbished Familiar, and the next turn we just absolutely cook them. We can attack with everything, then we can Grim Bauble, Thoughtcast, and then likely follow it up with a Mirror Forcer. Play it again. But even like this, because you don't draw a card off this, it's just I mean, it's stopping a little bits of damage, but that's kind of it. Okay, just another forest. They've got 2 cards left in hand. I'm going to trade one of these with the Jewel Thief and the Grim Bauble, sadly, but they've all kind of already repaid themselves. They're all 2-for-1s. So obviously some kind of Ponza build or something like that. Yeah, I want to keep these artifacts around. I do want to drop this Mirror Enforcer this turn. So one card left. Extra artifact is a little bit not that fun. Because we got blue and we got white. Let's just thought cast first and see what we hit. Alright, I'm just probably going to be dropping these Mirror Forces now. So we could do a Glint Hawk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So play that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think if it's worth it to use this Grim Bauble or not. Play that as 5, 7. Let's just play the Mirror Forces out. I think that's the best use of our turn. It's just 2 giant 4/4s. And if you want to do anything specific, we can Grim Bauble. And then on our turn, we will attack with everything. It's just a shame we couldn't have an extra black source in play. Yeah, so they're obviously some kind of untapped deck. Rumble. What if it was worth it to rumble first, though? Yeah, we do have to be mindful of that Sacred Wildling. Just a 3/3 fly is a little bit annoying. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. They just need a payoff though, that's the issue. But I think we're just going to crack in with everything. Another artifact, it's a little bit annoying. I kind of don't hate bouncing this to just draw another card. Let's attack with the Mirror Forces and see if they do anything specific. Okay, this works out quite well. So yeah, they're double blocking, but we'll just Grim Bauble the other one. And then we can attack with our flyers then, which is nice. So yeah, we'll Grim Bauble. Target you. It's just a shame we can't play this familiar out. I think we still pick it up anyway, to be honest. Because we're going to get in with this flyer. Like, it's just that if we draw a Cryogem Relic is the only issue. And I might even just set a stop because I'm not using it. We just have so much mana now. It's just a giant Nextborn Hydra. That's brutal if it is. It is, obviously. Okay. So here's where we want to draw like a Thraben Charm or something like that. Yep, adding all the mana. There we go, giant Nextborn Hydra. I wonder if they're attacking with that because we're probably still winning the race here. Do you know what I mean? Because what we have, like, we're going to be taking for 8 and this isn't lethal with just that. Plus if I get a relic, let's just sack this. So hang on, this is 6, 7, 8, yeah. Let's go with this, this, and this. Put from the graveyard, cast down, can definitely go on top. Okay. I don't think we need to play it straight away though. Again, this black mana, it's just doing me dirty. So, I mean, I could just keep it back for just in case, I guess. Let's get land. It only really goes bad for us if they have another one. So let's just play, probably should play this land. Because if we draw a tap land, I'd rather play that. Yeah, see, I would have rather played that. It doesn't matter too much, but it can add up in the end. Yeah, again, I think we just take this. And we probably just kill it with the cast down when they try and tackle it again. You just kill them with the flyers. Alright, we'll get rid of this upkeep stop. That's kind of good. Let's just do this first on a synode. Because we've got another one. Let's just do it on. So there's just kids playing outside, having fun, and they're allowed to. All right, we'll hit this. Let's just see what we draw. Black's really just like the thing that matters most. I'm definitely cast downing this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack with the Refurbished Familiar and a Glint Hawk. And then we'll just have this cast down for this Eldrazi spawn and give them a bit of a false sense of security as well. It's just a Satyr. This makes perfect sense, don't get me wrong. Yeah, so we'll block the Satyr. And then before damage, we'll cast down the spawn. And then yes, they still have the flyer, but everything else is kind of just chuffing along well. Yeah. That's it, the false sense of security you give them. Okay, so I just don't want to play again. Alright, there we go. Let's try another match then. Alright, we're in the draw, but this hand is pretty good. Has all our mana in it. Has the engine, has a bit of interaction. We'll just see how it goes if we're playing against Elves or something like that. Could be a bit rough. So we're just going to start with, it doesn't really matter. We'll probably just do, I found this deck was pretty black hungry, so we'll just do Misfault Bridge first. Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. There's also like a non-zero point where we can Ravens Crumb them and then get rid of their one payoff. If they just have the payoffs from their hand, then they don't have mono lead the Stampedes. This is where the card Drowned comes into play here. Yep, there's Crane Ranger. Yeah, 2 mana for Winding Way, so 4 cards revealed. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's all mana dorks and whatnot. The Suffocating Fumes would be absolutely amazing, which I'm kind of keen to. So if the Birch Laws, It might be worth just to cast down that now, to be honest. Just because that way they can't make the board bigger right now. And the Jaspara's, that's part of their cost, so the Birch Laws is definitely the best one for that. And they still have 3 mana though, so... Birch Laws I feel like would just allow them to drop their entire hand. So if they want to play all their other random creatures, they can, and then hopefully we can just Raven's Crime the other stuff and then somehow get there. Oof, that's strong. Masked Vandal is strong. So what does my next turn look like? It's probably just Raven's Criming, really. In with the Korean Ranger. Let's go. Get it. Get that bread. Yep. Okay. Now I'm more tempted because I have the untapped white. Going Karajan Relic. I think I like that. I don't want to play the white mana yet though. Let's just play the relic and try and get to the Suffocating Fumes and more interaction. I don't want to play this Ravens of Crime yet because I know they just have a bunch of bulk elves that don't matter. I mean, even Suffocating Fumes isn't that good against this draw that they have. Everything is an X2 or X3. So next time we just call Skyfisher, then likely just Raven's Crime them, get rid of one of the lands. We won't get rid of one of the lands this time, but we have lots of lands, so you can see that going well. Okay, that's the one that matters. So we'll get rid of that as soon as we can. Just still like 4 cards in hand, it's crazy. Yep. And they have a Timberwatch as well. Okay. So we need to find, well, probably a Grimbauble. I'm going to call Skyfish this relic and see if we can get a Grimbauble to kill this. This needs to kind of die this turn, otherwise everything just like gets too OP. Oh my god, you're going to play another one? Or just another Jaspara? Yep. Right, they've done a lot more now, like a couple more elves out. Yep, attack for 2. So we really need something for this Timberwatch now. Again, something like a Grimbauble or something like that. So let's go Ancient Den, play the Core Skyfisher. I guess another option is to put a Thoughtcast to try and hit 2. That's probably more correct. Okay. Wait, just make it dead now. Our sideboarding's a little bit better against them though. We do have the Drown and Sorrows. I don't think Last Rites are that good. I don't hate Duresses early to hit their leader Stampedes. I don't really care too much for the Raven Charms. Everything else is pretty cooking along. Tithing Blades are a little bit worse. Maybe get rid of these and bring the Raven Charms because they're the same thing. And they have Nyxborn Hydra as well. Oh, I don't really like these. Maybe because essentially it is interaction, we just keep those in. Yeah, Blood Fountains are terrible. All these cards aren't that great. And the Last Rites doesn't matter too much because they're just filling up their hand a lot. Let's cut the Blood Fountains. Just want to keep all of these in. Raven's Crime, Grimbauble. The insights are pretty, like, not great either. But neither is Tightening Blade. We're on the play, so Tightening Blade's a little bit better, I guess. It, like, technically hits some Anadork, so maybe we'll just keep it in. This hand is sadly not keepable with one land. This is better. We'll keep this. I think I'll probably just bottom the Raven's Crime. I mean, this hand's not great either. I guess this might be our only play anyway. Maybe we just go with this Glinthawk. Done. Play the Razortide Bridge, pass, and then we'll Raven's Crime next turn, and then hopefully get something for this Skyfisher. But I think 2 bounces were a bit too much there. The old Queen Ranger. So can we just draw a Bauble off the top? Anything fun would be great. No, Bold Whispers. Well, we'll just Raven's Crime anyway. They can discard one of their Dinky Elves. Yep, just a forest and a pass. Priest, okay. Alright, deck. Come on. Give me something to work with here. Just give me interaction. An interaction that I can cast would be great as well. Hell, probably Fumes here anyway. Oh, Duress is pretty grim. Let's see. Maybe they're just like mono forests. Alright, 2 lead the Stampedes. Well, they're definitely going to be playing that. We will retrace this and just discard this. Simply just discard the forest though. And then they've probably just got it now because going lead the Stampede with the Priest Titanium play is pretty nuts. Yeah, Forest, Birchlaws, Priest. Lead the Stampede. Untap Priest, replay the Forest. If they honestly get a lot of if they get a lot off the lead the Stampede, I think we're just done here. There. Ain't no way we're going to beat that. They basically just need a whiff, which is just very unlikely. But we'll just see what they do. Alright, lead. Okay. That's very good. So, they can. Look, they can get rid of our white source, so we're just going to concede here. Because it exiles the Mask Vandal, and we'll just try another match. We're on the draw. This hand's not keepable, sadly. Had a lot of mulligans today. This hand is keepable. I'm probably actually just going to push away this Glinthawk. It's going to be draw a white source though. You know what, we got the other draws. I think this is fine like this. And we can still go, yeah, Fountain into Familiar. Into maybe something else as well. Alright, Terror. This should be fun. Play this. And then, who knows, maybe we'll draw another Refurbished Familiar and we can double Familiar. That'll be fun. That's a cool island. That's nice. Do you get a blind flip? You do get a blind flip. Okie doke. Okie dokie. And then another Delver of Secrets. Okie. It's a good start. Can I get another Refurbished Familiar? Core Skyfisher. Well, we're going to play like this. I could have played the Seat, I guess. What did I discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I actually think they have... So they're blue-red terror. They missed the land drop. Interesting. They kept a very bold hand. I mean, they can just win with double flip Delver and get there. Brutal. I mean, they're not doing anything else this turn, so we're definitely blocking. And I think we're getting rid of... so, this Mirror Force is not that good, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I block this and get rid, then I have 3, 4. So don't get rid of the Eviscerators. We're blocking. And then, yeah, we're definitely blood tokening. We need to find a white source, I believe. Yeah. That might be our only way out though either. It's probably the Mirror Enforcer because the other Terra stuff doesn't work well with the Mirror Enforcers. Another mana rain. Okay, alright, come on deck. Give me a white source. Cryogen Relic. Well, it's not paying off now that I played this double Voltal Whispers. Alright, well, at least we can Raven's Crime. If you do the crime, you gotta do the time. The Raven's Crime. I mean, I'm basically just banking they don't draw another land for a good while. They did discard the other bolt. Do they have more bolts in their hand? Is that the question? I gotta tell you, Island Delver of Secrets with like no library manipulation is a little bit unhinged, but like it's doing the job. They're winning the game here. Okie doke. Navigator's Compass. Well, that is Spell Pierce. So let's play the Compass because we can pay for it if need be. Okay, cool. And now, yeah, we'll make this so we can tap for white. Becomes a plains, thank you. And then we're still going to bounce the Relic because I want to draw cards. I'm on a healthy number right now. And we should be able to outvalue them now. Okay, well there's the Ancient Den, let's play it. Pass. And we'll 100% block because now we just have all our value. We can play this Cryogen Relic, we can sack it and draw a crap ton of cards. What hand did you keep, my dude? This is probably like a blue-red Terra build. And what are they playing here? Spreading Seas. Well, it doesn't matter as much. I love it. I love the Spreading Seas. But the Navigator's Compass helps me out a lot. So we're definitely taking the block here because the longer this game goes, the better for us. Yep, block. Okie doke. So yeah, we're just going to play... And we're going to do the Insight now because they have Spell Pierce in their deck. And we'll just... do we just want to hit the... Because it is just an island. Yeah, because we might draw more bounce anyway. We'll just do that. Let's play white-blue. Let's play the Enforcer. Alright, pass. Yeah, and now we can Blood Fountain and bring back the Enforcer and play it next turn. And the Core Skyfisher. This feels pretty mopped up now. So we'll attack first. Yep. Ooh, Suffocating Fumes. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, so we have to play a land. I am going to play just another white source. This Blood Fountain, target this. Yeah, I want the Core Skyfisher. And then we'll play the Mirror Enforcer. They can counter if they want. No, okay. This feels pretty good now. Yeah. They were way too far behind. Keeping a 1 land with no deck manipulation is pretty cooked, but that's okay. I do want to bring the Duresses for the counter spells. Drown and Sorrows I don't really like that much, though. Negates could be interesting. And I'll do like Thraben Charms. Here, I don't really want the Navigator's Compass or the Blood Fountains, even though they were good that game. Cast Downs, Insights are good. Most other things are pretty good here. Maybe we don't want the Negates actually, it's probably more of a combo. Yeah, we just run it like that. The Thraben Charms are good because I think they're still playing Blue-Red Terror and we can exile their graveyard. Alright, we're on the draw here. This hand's pretty good. It has our interaction. 2 Refurbished Familiars is pretty cooked as well. And we have our mana as well. So we have to be mindful of, I guess, the spreading seas that they're running. That's pretty cooked. We do have to, like, I still play the Mistvault Bridge. It's going to be pretty grim if they spreading seas it. I guess we have this Thraben Charm to kill the spreading seas, but I really want to Refurbish Familiar next turn and then the turn after. What are we playing here? Ponder. Okay, I like that. I like that in a card. It's good. So what, likely have a Bolton Hand or something? Okay, well, I do want to Refurbish Familiar this turn. I am a little bit scared, like I said, of the spreading seas, so we'll just play that now. Psychic Purge. That's huge. So good. When spell ability opponent controls cause you discard cards, that player loses 5 life. What a card. I just got Psychic Purged. I'm gonna die to that, aren't I? I'm gonna play this bloody other Refurbished Familiar and just die to it. Cooked. Amazing. What the hell is this? So far as this creature, oh, it's got Shadow. So they're not playing like a yeah, look, let's attack for 2 and let's, honestly, I'm just happy to Tithing Blade. Like, I don't think we need to put them on a crazy clock right now. And we know that they can't Spell Pierce this straight away. And then we can Glint Hawk it if we want next turn. This just gives us more diversity in our plays, that's all. And also means we're not taking 2 damage. And I'm not blocking with, well, I can't block with Refurbished Familiar anyway because it's got Shadow. Brainstorm. Psychic Surge. Wowee. Alright, there it is, another Devil of Secrets. Honestly, I'm just happy I might just Glint Hawk and Tithing Blade it again, to be honest. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can almost, maybe it's just better to play the Mirror Enforcer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yeah, look, let's just attack with Refurbished Familiar. Play the Enforcer. And let's just charm it. And then we can keep this Tithing Blade for like, if they do run Terror, if they do end up playing Terror in their deck. And we still have a bit of control of the board here. Brainstorm again, eh? What's this? On the black mana, very good. The beauty about this is we can actually, is it still an artifact land? I'm going to find out on Moto anyway. I might just Glint Hawk and see if I can return that. You know what? It's probably better just to do that. Let's attack. I will play the Relic first and then see what we draw. Because I can also just draw a another one. Another black source, so that's pretty good. I'll cast that. Free spells are very good. Yeah, is this still an artifact land? It is. I am going to return this because it does unlock 2 cards in our hand. And we might just die to Psychic Surges. That'll be sick. Hidden strings. What is going on over there? Hidden strings? Holy. Uh-huh. Are they just playing their hidden strings and conceding? Oh, they have a storm card. They're really is a mixed bag over there, isn't it? Okay, I think they just played the hidden strings just to, you know, be like, yep, here's my stuff. Alright, we'll attack with everything because it's lethal. And then that should be it. There you go, we won the match. Yeah. Alright. Alright, this hand is pretty good. Again, has a lot of mana. We'll just play a tap land and go. Playing against the Madness list, which is fine. Well, this will be a real test to see how good this deck actually is. But next turn, yeah, we can play Compass into Refurbished Familiar, which is nice. Follow it up with the Mirror Enforcer. So we've got a clock. This hand's honestly great, to be honest. Yeah, let's go land. Let's play the Compass. This one. And then let's play the Refurbished Familiar. Having that main deck's pretty cooked, eh? Alright. Yeah, there's my Refurbished Familiar. Discarding Lava Dart, probably. Sneaky Snacker, probably. Yeah, and then you get the Madness. Pretty good. So it's sad because the Refurbished Familiars obviously aren't that good here. Neither are the Raven's Crimes, but you do what you gotta do. End the festivities on a Refurbished Familiar. Well, there we go, eh? There we go. So probably on our turn, I'm just going to cast this Mirror Enforcer. Yeah, well, that's interesting as well. Yeah, honestly, I think we just played this. We could watch out for like a Sneaky Snacker kind of situation, but they also had... I feel like they would have discarded as well. And we've got cast down anyway. Yeah, let's just play the Mirror Enforcer. Because we need a clock. My god, do we need a clock? Was it everyone running main deck sideboard stuff? So like we're running Navigator's Compass, they're running End of Festivities, that's cooked. I guess a lot of Elves running around. Please don't discard Sneaky Snackers on top of that. Okay. Alright. Just Lightning Helixing me, that's fine. So we're taking 2. Got 5 cards left in their hand. What do we want to do? Let's attack first. And then, yeah, we'll fire off this Thought Cast. I think that's pretty free. I want to kind of hold onto the Bog if I can to hit something important. Then again, I could just play it here. So we can triple spell next turn. Yeah, and we'll likely just cast down that end step, I think. I'm just keeping this Raven Charm up in case they do like a crazy Sneaky Snacker turn or something. I mean, we're taking this 3 here, and then if they're not discarding it, yeah, we're just gonna. Actually, it's just gonna Raven Charm that, to be honest. Or what's worse? I'm gonna use the cast down because we can use more black mana with the Raven's Crime. We don't really need. Oh my god, that Blood Fountain is so bad. Let's attack before. I mean, we're very far off doing anything here, but yeah, let's just double Raven's Crime them because they can't do anything with their Madness this turn. This Blood Fountain's god awful. But yeah, 6 is a low number. And I think we'll probably win this bad matchup, to be honest. We really only have the Navigator's Compasses and that's it. So they discarded, oh yeah, the Dragon, fair enough. Discard the land. Just a mountain, alright. So we've got 3 cards in hand, we're on 6, gonna draw a card here. It's a pretty uphill battle, to be honest. Pretty uphill battle. I mean, what we really need is probably the Skyfisher, to be honest. We are just going to Thraben Charm that. You are now dead. Okay, come on, call Skyfisher. Okay, that's not call Skyfisher. We're not going to do Madness here either. I'm going to hold on to the land though. Let's attack. We'll play the Blood Fountain as well. It doesn't really do anything. I mean, really, worst case, we can just trade in one of these, this Ancient Den for something. Maybe we do that now. No. Let's just do it on their turn anyway. 5 cards, Jesus. Black Mage's Rod. In this economy, I like it. It's 5 mana. They're still off that currently. Let's kill this now. Oh, you get the draw off that. Well, now I wish I kind of hit that. I guess I could have waited on it because I already had that there. Let's just go Blood Token. Discard this. Okay, Glenhawk's good. That's like exactly what I wanted. So let's attack. And we will do the Madness shenanigans. We'll do the Refurbished Familiar. They can do what they want. Yeah, we'll go to 2. I mean, it was gonna happen, wasn't it? And then let's play this Glenhawk. Obviously return the Compass so we don't die a horrible, painful death. Play this. Okay. And yeah, we'll probably just block with the Glenhawk if we survive. Oh, they just have burn here, obviously. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Let's try another game. We'll obviously bring in the Elemental Blast. Last Rites aren't good. Drowns are kind of iffy. Thraben Charms I don't hate. These Blood Fountains can go away. Even the Raven's Crime is a bit iffy. Tithing Blades are not that good either. Yeah, let's keep it like this. The Drownousaurs are interesting, so what can they do? No, not really. It's just the Sneaky Snackers. I mean, I could bring in the negates because it's just another way. If we get it all going, they're probably better than Insights. And if they're doing the additional costs, yeah, it's probably better actually because if they do the additional costs with the sack effects, or then they're just discarding a card and then they're not drawing extra cards, so their engine turns off. So negate's probably better. All right, on the play. Let's see how we go. Wildly Unkeepable. Oh, this hand is like not good either. Is how it ends. Is this how it ends? We can't do this on the play. I mean, this is better than nothing. We'll probably just keep the 2. Yeah, we'll probably keep it like this. Play a land, go. I could have kept like one untapped land, I guess, but I like the idea of having the best mana possible if we're not going to have much else to do. We'll play as Refurbished Familiar now. Definitely. And we can follow up with a Relic and then play a tap land. I still like having Refurbished Familiars. Yes, they can do the madness stuff, but like sometimes if they're just tapping out, you can get it done, do you know what I mean? Yep, you can end the facilities, that is fine. So let's go Relic. I mean, we're definitely playing this bridge. There's not much else we really want to do anyway. And then we can go, if they tap out, which they probably won't, but we could probably just play this other Refurbished Familiar and then return the Relic. Okay. Land. Interesting. Let's just actually pick up the Relic. I don't want to play this Refurbished Familiar unless we can get some value out of it. And honestly, I'm just going to play it again. Oh, so close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So next time we'll play a Mirror Enforcer. I wouldn't mind a negate, to be honest. I think that'd be quite nice. There it is. Black Mage's Rod. Yep. And so here they'll probably use some madness effects and then we can just... Oh, Arms of the Vein is so good. And now we can use Refurbished Familiar. Okay. So here, let's go Refurbished Familiar. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, let's play another white source. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's free. Let's kill this now so they don't get anything else off of that. We'll pretend to have Blue Blaster. And then let's attack for 2. I mean, I feel better about this. They have 2 cards in hand. I feel even better if we drew a negate or Elemental Blast, but hey, we can't have it all. Yep. It's good. Just makes it impossible to race when they do that. It's like, what do you do? Let's just crack this now. Alright, come on. Just give me something. Give me anything. Please. Please. Alright. It's kind of crap. I mean, we'll still cycle it. Let's just play a tap land attack with everything. We're an 8. Oh, golly gosh. I mean, it's close. It doesn't feel close though. Arms of the Vein hitting 2 of those. It's basically just like a relative time walk, really. So get the madness and when they discard. Yep. I mean, there's a little bit of me. Maybe I was just meant to yeah, look, we have to cycle this now. Maybe we hit a Blue Blast, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Very hard to beat that. Alright, let's jump into another one. Alright, we're in the play, which is sick. Oh, just not keepable. This hand is keepable. We'll probably just bottom a Blood Fountain. We don't really want 2 of them. And then, yeah, we'll probably just start with the Mistfell Bridge so then we can play the Blood Fountain and then we can do the Core Skyfish on the following turn. Blue, eh? Good old blue. Probably playing against Terra, I guess. Just play the Blood Fountain. There's a lot of Core Skyfishes here. If they're fairies and they go a flash threat and then get a ninja down, I don't think we're winning this game, sadly. Yeah, this is too much of a stumble draw. Okay, they're Tron. That's interesting. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff is kind of just not good. So we're going to play this. We'll just return the Blood Fountain because we're probably going to be using this Blood Token, to be honest. Let's return that. Guess we could have done the lands instead because we're playing a land. Oh well, okay, we'll pass. This hand's probably just too slow anyway, and a lot of the stuff doesn't matter against Tron. Like Blood Fountain doesn't, Raven's Crime, not really. Like they're just gonna probably just eggs combo us out, and they're very close to Tron, which is a bit scary. Well, now they're definitely gonna get Tron very soon here. Yeah, if we don't draw much here, we'll play land, we'll attack. We've got some interaction, maybe we can get there with time. And then let's just play out this Blood Fountain again. I guess this turn I could have Raven's Crimed, but that's okay. I'm just playing like Horse Skyfisher. Maybe there's some world where we just killed them with flyers, but I highly doubt it. Pick up the Blood Fountain. Yep. There it is, Tron. And what are you using with your Tron? Yep, there's your mana fixing. Not much else. No, profs. Yep, just kind of setting up this turn. It looks like, which is a fair call. Oh, this is going to be an uphill battle. They're really just playing every egg under the sun. Oh, they're winding here. Ain't no way, dude. Look, we can't beat this. We can't beat this hand. That's too crazy. We will bring in the good stuff. We'll bring in the duresses. We'll bring in the negates. I don't hate last rites. Just take out all our crap that doesn't matter. Bring these Dusted Us. Thraven Charms don't matter. I don't hate keeping Blood Fountains in. Grimbauble is pretty crap. Navigator's Compass is not good. Cast Downs are not great. I mean, Tithing Blades are not great either. I don't mind hard removal though. I'm just going to do it like that. Just keep 2 Cast Downs in just in case. Oh, this Suffocating Fume is pretty bad as well. Let's take out these Cast Downs because the Thraben Charms are probably just better anyway, because if they're Ghostly Flickering, if that's the way they're winning, then we can just exile that graveyard. But I don't want too many either. And I think that will do it. We'll see how this goes. Not keepable. Not keepable either. Well, these hands have just been very dog. Wow. Can't keep this. Yeah, look, this is actually not too bad, this hand. I want to keep the Refurbished Familiars and the Thoughtcast probably. Oh, let's just keep the Familiars. Maybe get there with that. Let it go. I mean, it's a pretty slow cab off the rank anyway, to be honest. That hand was good if we could keep that as a 7, but alas. Instead, we die. Look, if we draw another land, if we draw an Ancient Den, I think this hand is doable. Yeah, play the Refractor. It makes sense. Okay, well that's kind of nice, because now we can play this. Yep. Oh yeah. Turn off auto yields because we can actually play the other one. Okay, there we go. And then we can Dusted Us next turn. Maybe, hopefully they just tap out. If they just tap out for something, which they're not, that's fine. Then I don't hate my odds. We'll play land. We'll attack. I want to keep this Dusted Us for 2 things. They might be able to stumble enough, you know, if we're Just impulsing. Mulling to 4 sucks. Okay, the old Naturel. And then what are you going to do with all this Tron mana? Nothing. How peculiar. Can I get some gates or something? Well, it's not that fun, but okay. Alright, we'll hit again. 5 cards in hand. Just another impulse. Okay, makes sense. Yep. That's the good one. So maybe it was worth it to Dust to Dust the Energy Refractor. I just see them playing another one though so easily. The 6 cards in hand. Or a Prism. They're playing Relic. Well, here I'll probably just exile these both. Well, they might go Sleep Flicker actually, and then they keep it all. Yeah. I'm doing it now. Oh, that's a lot of cards. I wonder if they have another Ghostly Flicker though. Okay. Look, we're pretty dead here. There's this tower. Let's play more eggs. Mystic, okay. Let's just hit these 2. Doesn't feel great, but that's okay. And then we have negate. But yeah, now they kind of have a way to kill these familiars now. 7 cards. Oof. Yeah, look, we're done here. With Demonic Roll and they can potentially Ghostly Flicker. Yeah, let's try another one. Alright, a quick wrap up with this. This deck was pretty good. I didn't really face any artifact hate or anything like that, so we didn't really run into issues with the mana base. Well, besides I guess the Elves matchup where we just did get demolished early. The Navigator's Compass main deck is pretty interesting. It does help with the burn matchups, but it's only running the 2 and it didn't have a lot to offer in the sideboard. I guess it does have these Elemental Blasts and the negates to help. And really, when you're thinking about it, yes, this gains 3 life, so it helps with essentially nullifying a Lightning Bolt. And that's what Blue Elemental Blast can do as well, can nullify a Lightning Bolt. But I guess those counterspells here are mainly for the discard outlets that do the additional cost of discarding. So that's really the engine of the Madness burn decks, where they are able to discard and still fling that card to deal 3 damage or whatever with the discard cost, and then draw 2 fresh cards. So it's still drawing 3 cards for 2 mana, which is pretty insane. So maybe these are better situated than running this Navigator's Compass. And I've seen some discourse anyway, people talking about Navigator's Compass isn't that good. But I see the allure for this deck because it's running Esper build, and when we've been mulling and stuff like that through these matches, I have found we've sometimes had just 2 colours, and then it affects your mulligan decisions. You know, if you only have blue-black lands and you have like 2 white creatures in your hand, like the core Skyfish or a Glint, are you better off tucking them, or do you keep them just in case you get the payoff early, or you're going to get them later on? It's hard to tell. I have never been a fan of Blood Fountain. We used it once in one of those matches, but I don't feel like it really does a lot. The main thing is that I understand it does put 2 artifacts into play on turn 1, and then you can do a lot more on turn 2, but not really when you think about it. It just gives you like 4 artifacts, so it can technically allow you to... Yeah, you can't even play it doesn't allow you to play the Mirror Forcer any earlier, so I don't really like it too much. It's more for grind. I think this deck grinds pretty well anyway with the Crygen Relics, so I'd probably want to get rid of these and put something else in. Thraben Charms are nice with these, the Cast Downs and the Tarthing Blades. I think it's a good mix, especially because there's lots of terror around, so I do like still having Tarthing Blades in the main deck. I'm a big fan of these Suffocating Fumes, just as a one-of for those random fast decks. I just feel like this deck probably does struggle a little bit with Elves and stuff like that for some strange reason because of the mana base. Probably you need to run 2 colors really to get this going. I feel like just having 3 colors and the relic and stuff, it's a very slow build and very grindy, so a lot of fast decks will take advantage of that. I do like the idea of having access to the Dust to Dust because Affinity does run around a fair bit, and you have really good sideboard cards anyway with the Duresses and the Last Rites, Drowned Sorrows, and the Elemental Blast. So all in all, it was pretty good. I think it probably needs to be tweaked a little bit for Burn, or maybe we just need to play a little bit more to see what it's like against Burn with these Elemental Blasts if they're in our deck. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.